In this video, we'll be looking at how to prove this trigonometry identity. Sine 2x over sine x minus cosine 2x over cosine x equals to secant x. Okay, proving of trigonometry identity is a common question in the O-level additional math exam. So let's get started. So this is the identity that we are asked to prove. So given this identity, right, we know that we have a double angle 2x here, and also we have an x. Okay, on the left hand side of the equation, but on the right hand side we only have x. So in other words, right, we need to make use of the double angle formula to change all the 2x to x. Okay, and all these are available in your formula booklet, so you do not need to memorize them. All right, so let's get started. So first, I know that I have my left hand side, so I'll start off with the left hand side because it looks more complicated. So it's easier to simplify something that is complicated than to simplify something that is simplified. So we'll start off with the left hand side. Okay, so I know that the left hand side is sine 2x over sine x minus cosine 2x over cosine x. Okay, now I know that ultimately on the right hand side I want to prove secant x, right? And it is I no longer have a double angle. So in other words, I need to use the double angle formula to change all these angles to x. So if you take a look at your formula booklets, we know that sine 2x equals to 2 cosine x sine x. Okay, and then for cosine 2x, we have a lot of possibilities to choose from. So for instance, we have cosine square x minus sine square x. We also have 1 minus 2 sine square x. We also have 2 cosine square x minus 1. So now, if I were to take a look at this, right? So I know that very likely, because I have cosine x as the denominator here, I might like to choose this, okay? Because it might be easier to simplify, okay? Because I know that at the end of the day, I need to show that it is secant x, which is 1 over cosine x. So in the numerator part, there is nothing left, right? So likely, I might want to use this. Okay, so I'll try using this. But don't worry, you can try the rest. If it doesn't work, you can always change. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace sine 2x with 2 cosine x sine x. And I'm going to replace cosine 2x with 2 cosine square x minus 1. All right, so let me do that. Okay, so now when I look at this, I have sine x and sine x, which I can cancel off, so I'm left with 2 cosine x here. Then for this fraction here, I can split it into 2, right? So I can split it into 2 cosine square x over cosine x. Okay, there's a minus here, so minus minus becomes plus, so plus 1 over cosine x. Okay, so this is 2 cosine square x over cosine x will be, I can cancel away one of the cosine x. So I'll left with 2 cosine x. So I have 2 cosine x minus 2 cosine x plus 1 over cosine x is basically secant x, right? So this 2 can cancel off. So I'll be left with secant x, which is what I need to prove on the right hand side. Okay? So since they asked me to prove, I write proved here. So this is how you prove this trigonometry identity.